Hello and welcome to the channel where we talk about all things Weiss Schwarz and chill with friends. My name is Liam and today I want to recap 2022 for the game and for this channel. Now if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We are nearly at 300 as of recording, so if you want to help us get there, please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, if you haven't already, check out my other social medias on Twitch, on Discord, on Twitter, and on Patreon. All those links are in the description below. But let's jump straight in. So yeah, 2022 was a crazy year for Weiss. It was a crazy year for this channel, you know, everything that started with that. And what I want to do today is actually do a little bit of a summary and a recap on, you know, the year as a whole for Weiss Schwarz the game, and also what's happened on this channel. Now, as I said, this will be a summary video. If you want to hear more about our recap of 2022, check out the new podcast, Weiss in Chat. It's going to be going live on the 1st of January 2023. It'll be available on Spotify. And yeah, we talk about more in there. We've got myself, we've got my two co-hosts, Dario and Matt, and we've got our first guest on the show, Avis, better known for being the writer for the blog Weiss Tea Time, who will be joining us on the episode as well. So check that out, follow the podcast series, and that'll be a once a month podcast. So I hope you get to check that out, and I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, check that out, please. So starting off, I want to look at tournaments. So we saw the return of tournaments in 2022. Obviously, we had the redo of Bro 2022, Bushiroad Rumble Online, which was great to see. But we also had the return of our in-person events following the COVID pandemic. We had Springfest and we had the Championship Series, which is not quite over yet because we're still waiting for the World Finals happening just in the new year. 2022 saw the rise of some fantastic sets in the English format, starting off with Bang Dream with their extra boosters coming out. We also had the likes of Mashoko Tensei, we had Hololive come out, we've had obviously Quintessential Quintuplet Set 2 come out, Attack on Titan Final Season, we also had Rent a Girlfriend, which, sure, that was a disappointment. We saw other fantastic decks as well, Tokyo Revengers, Danmachi. You know, we saw a lot of decks that, you know, this year that's only been released during 2022, and the vast majority of the sets making a stand into the meta game right now. We've seen a lot in terms of how the competitive game has progressed with all these new sets. At the moment, I think the meta is probably one of the healthiest it's ever been. There are still things to change. As of today, they just released the new restriction list, adding quintessential quintuplets of a 1 choose 2 with the Nino Ironwood level 0 and the 2-3 anti-soul, neg soul event, whatever you want to call it. I think it was a bit of a waste, to be honest. I think they could have done much better with that. But that's a topic for another time. But yeah, at the moment, yes, Quint and Hololive are doing quite a lot in the meta, but there are a lot of other sets that are still doing very well, even taking wins. Another thing we saw in 2022, which I never expected, Rascal, Just the Dream of Dreaming Girl, set 2 for Bunny Girl Senpai, actually came to English about 2-3 years late, but it actually came and I lost hope for that, so that's really interesting. Does that mean we might get some older sets, some revitalized sets in English at some point? I don't know. What do you think? I was very, very pleasantly surprised that, you know, after all this time, it actually came to English. More for the people that actually enjoyed a set and the anime, rather than those looking to play over competitively. But if you actually look at the data for the top cut representation over the 2022, Hololive and Quintessential Quintuplets, you know, 42 and 35 respectively, is a massive representation. AOT, MTI, Tokyo Revengers and Danmachi all around 12, 13, which is, you know, pretty even. Kaguya being next on 6, and then we've got other sets such as Dao, Ruby, Adventure Time, Love Life Sunshine, Bang Dream, all making representations in the top cut. Regarding tournament play as well, the restriction list for the English game was first introduced this year. April 2022 was the very first restriction list, ignoring Batman Ninja because that was a mess. But it was our first proper restriction list, seeing Data Live and Kaguya-sama both go onto that list for the first time, and it's been changed around since then, adding MTI, readjusting Kaguya, now adding Quintessential Quintuplets to the English restriction list. And I think that now they've finally decided to add the restriction list to the English game, I think it gives the game the opportunity to fix itself after the set's been released. You know, the Japanese meta have been using the restriction list for quite a while now. So the fact that the English meta has finally done it in 2022, I think it's only a good thing for the competitive game. And I think it still needs a little bit of adjustment just to bring the balance to the English game just right. But we're getting there, and that's the thing, you know. It's the first year of the restriction list, and there's still a ways to go. But we are getting there, and that is progress, and that is a good thing. And talking about, again, tournaments, the gamers overall, I think the actions that have been taken recently is showing that Bushiroad is listening to players more. I still think that there is a little bit of a disconnect. I think there's a bit of miscommunication. There is a lack of communication in some areas on Bushiroad's part. I think that, you know, the community are vocal enough and, you know, experienced enough to try and make these inputs. And I don't think Bushiroad have taken everything in, but they are doing something. And again, that is better than it's been for the last 5-6 years. So, like, from when I first started playing about 8 years ago, when Bushiroad didn't really listen at all, and they just did their own thing. They are now listening, and that is clear. They're engaging more on social media. They're actually utilizing content creators more as well. Hopefully they'll use me at some point, please. But yeah, I do think it's getting there, and it is better. I think it would be unobjective to say that it's not getting better. It is getting better, but it's still got a long way to go. And, you know, the community are behind you, Bushiroad. Message to Bushiroad: we are behind you. We want to support you. Let us support you. Listen to us. Have round circles with, you know, core members of the community around the world, with judges around the world. Utilize us to actually, you know, provide insights for restriction list updates. Use us for potential ideas of new English original licenses. You can use the community for so much. Do it. Honestly, like, you will be surprised at how much it will help you. So please, reach out to us. And if there's anything I can do personally, again, more than happy to help as a judge, as a content creator, as a player, as a general community member. I'm more than happy to help. So please. Talking of English originals, what a fantastic set of originals we've had. Obviously, we saw out 2021 with Ruby. We then obviously got Attack on Titan Final Season. We also got 7 Deadly Sins Set 2. And we've got confirmed that Avatar, The Last Airbender is coming. Wow. It's actually the caliber of the English original sets that are coming to English now has changed so much and has improved so much since the first one of Cardcaptor Sakura, Batman Ninja. You know, it's improved so much. So that is a fantastic win for English exclusives or English originals, whatever you want to call them. It's a fantastic thing, and I hope it continues on this path. There are some fantastic licenses out there that the Japanese people wouldn't be interested in, but we would be. Looking more down the cartoon line, Steven Universe is a big one that people have been saying, oh, that would be a great thing to come to Weiss. I agree. Like, as much as it's not my sort of my sort of cartoon or thing that I would want to play myself, there are a lot of people that watch and enjoy Steven Universe. And it would be a fantastic addition to the game to bring new people in. It's still anime-esque, you know, it's not perfect anime, of course it's not, but it's anime-esque. You could even do like what would you call, not English original, like English archive sets where you could bring in the likes of the Jackie Chan anime, cartoon. I don't know, you could do all sorts. So I'm really excited to see what new English originals get announced. I'm expecting one to be announced during the World Finals, because the last World Finals 2019 they announced Adventure Time, so I expect that they might announce a new one at the World Finals next month. But overall, the English game, I think has improved so much, and I look forward to seeing what happens in 2023. The community has grown so much since the COVID pandemic, whether it be because of the pandemic itself or just happens to be coincidence. The community and the player base and everything, the collector base as well, it's grown so much over the last year, and it's exciting to see that. It's exciting to see the development of the community. And no matter what part of the community you're from, whether it be the playing side, the collecting side, the grading side, whatever part of the community you are, you guys are awesome. You know, everyone should be able to do whatever they want to enjoy the game in some way, or enjoy the product, should I say. And however you do that is down to you. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. People that gatekeep, say, oh, you can't collect, or oh, you can't grade cards and just try and sell them on, are wrong. You can do whatever you want with it. You buy the cards, you do what you want with them, and enjoy it. You know, whatever you do to enjoy the product, you do that, and don't let anyone say otherwise. Now, moving on to talking about a bit more personal and about the channel and how we've grown in the last year. Obviously, we started back in January 2022. I think the first video was actually back in December 2021, but that was under DJ Darkrai. That was an old thing. We obviously whole rebranded, changed everything, and we've gone with this whole Weiss and Chill thing, and I freaking love it. It's been absolutely fantastic, and a fantastic opportunity to be able to create content for you guys, to put myself on camera and just show my love and passion for the game in every respect, whether it be playing, whether it be deck building, whether it be getting nice shiny cards. You know, I love this game so much. I have never ever played a game or got into a trading card game or anything like that I have felt so strongly about. Weiss Schwarz is a fantastic game, and if you are into it, I'd recommend you check it out. I've got a few videos on here of gameplay, of, you know, a bit of how to play the game, talking about the community, talking about changes that have happened in the game this year. I've got it all here, so you can feel free to check some of my older videos. There's other fantastic content creators out there as well, a few that I'll link in the description below. You know, again, check out Weiss Tea Time. They do a fantastic job on their written blogs. Check out the likes of 212 Dead, a new content creator, Jesse. Fantastic on their gameplay. You've got Platinum Point, who does fantastic deck build or deck profile videos. Clock Tower, fantastic guys in terms of talking about things to look out for in certain sets, as well as doing their Weiss slang, which I started to do, then they started to do, and I was like, they're doing it better, I'm going to let them carry on. So to the guys at Clock Tower, you guys are awesome. Check them out as well. There's a lot of content creators out there, and I recommend you check them out. So if you are new to them, give them some love, give them some support, send them my way as well if you want to. You know, we're trying to get to 300. That'd be great. But even as I look back through my old videos and how they were to how they are now, the quality has changed so much as well. I genuinely think that I've done a good job. I think that, you know, in terms of getting some new equipment to make the videos look nicer, in terms of my editing quality, in terms of just adding new effects, adding a bit of comedy in there. You know, I think that I've really developed as a video editor, as a content creator, and I love it. And again, it's been a really fantastic opportunity to develop a skill set that otherwise I would never have developed. And I love it. I love being able to have that creative side, creative outlet, and you know, I very much, you know, aim to carry on for next year. I don't see myself slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I only see myself picking myself up and actually doing more. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and keep to one video a week. I'm also going to be doing one podcast a month, as well as doing at least one stream a week as well, whether it be Weiss or whether it be something just for fun. You know, sometimes I play Mario Kart, sometimes I play Among Us, Call of Duty, just because I want to chill with friends. That's the slogan of the channel. we talk about Weiss Schwarz and we chill with friends. That's exactly what we do here. So yeah, I look forward to just, again, letting you guys see more of me and, you know, my personality, and again, becoming my friends. You know, I love the fact that there's so many fantastic people on the Weiss Schwarz community who've joined my Discord server, which if you haven't, links down below, where, you know, we've really built this community now, which is super solid, super nice, and super supportive of anyone who's already in the game or looking to get into the game. It's so supportive. So yeah, check it out. Honestly, you'll be surprised at how nice the guys are. You really will. I was at first. But yeah, having the opportunity to do all this, not only that, we've obviously run events as well. We ran the Christmas Bonanza. You know, I've helped run the UK Open. The experience as a whole has been so fantastic, and it really has highlighted that I love project management. I love event management. I love, you know, managing a community and facilitating for a community. It's totally changed how I now work as well. So I used to work in corporate at Amazon. I don't anymore. I now work as a general manager of a tabletop store in my local town. As well as that, I'm also doing community work in teaching maths and numeracy to adults, and also doing, you know, STEM stuff, so science, technology, engineering, and maths, IT as well, in terms of, again, offering opportunities for people to learn about audio engineering, video editing, like all of this stuff that I've been doing, which I did for fun. I did it totally for fun, but it's now given me opportunities to pursue that further in some way, and that is really thanks to you guys, because without you guys, not that there wouldn't be a reason to make content, but having the feedback from you guys and, you know, having inputs from you in terms of what the sort of things you would like to see, and, you know, it's really, and again, you guys supporting me when I've had times where, you know, I've had a really bad mental health week, month, couple of months sometimes, and, you know, you guys have really just supported, said, look, we're here for you when you're back, and encouraging me to carry on and giving me that motivation to keep doing this. You know, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing it as seriously as I am. Put it that way. I would still be doing it, but I wouldn't be doing it as I want to keep to a routine. I want to, you know, improve the quality of things by getting newer equipment. I don't want to, you know, put too much time into it. So I will spend an hour, 2 hours recording at times and preparing a video. And then I'll spend 3 to 4 hours editing it and adding all little effects and weird things. I would not be putting all that time in if it wasn't for you guys going, you know what, we're here for this and we like what you do. It's very validating, and, you know, call it me and my ADHD, which still undiagnosed but getting there. You know, I feel the need for validation to just confirm what I'm doing is the right thing. And it does make me feel good. You know, I'm 100% human. Another thing that happened that I never expected is that the channel got sponsors. We had Red Viper Games and Blaze TCG all join us. We also had Chimera sponsor us for a couple of videos. Yeah, I never, ever expected to get sponsorships for this. It's amazing, and it lets me open more boxes. It lets me make more great content for you guys. And if you're interested in sponsoring a video, you know, by providing a box or, you know, providing, I don't know, mats for an event or anything like that, let me know. Yeah, we also had Shokobot sponsor the event as well, the Christmas Bonanza. Shokobot, fantastic bot. It's on my server if you haven't used it. It's a fantastic Weiss Schwarz assist bot, basically. Check it out. Yeah, it's actually great. But a massive thank you to my sponsors. You know, it has allowed me to make more for the channel. It has allowed me to, you know, provide more for the community more than anything. So thank you. I really like appreciate the support, and, you know, I look forward to working with you again in the next year. But as I've already said, you guys are actually, like, genuinely awesome. You know, from supporting the channel, from, you know, actually being on my streams, to providing content for the streams and providing content for videos as well, and discussion points, helping other members of the community regarding rulings or other questions about the game, trying to find cards and things like that. And I will be doing videos on stuff like that to be like a reference point on where to find cards on the Japanese market. But, you know, you guys are actually awesome, and yeah, I feel incredibly lucky to be in a situation where I can provide this sort of content and facilitate a community like I do. It's actually amazing. You guys, whilst again I might have provided stuff to help you guys develop, but you guys have all developed me as well as a person. and I am forever thankful. But what I like to do now is just take a moment to. I asked a few members of the community to give their thoughts on 2022 as a whole, things that they saw, things that they would like to highlight. So here's just a 5-minute recap from members of the community who are willing to provide for this video. So in advance, thank you to everyone, and enjoy.
I started playing the game April, May of this year. Really great community, very helpful. So glad I started learning how to play the game, and I finished the year making the top 8 leads in the BCS. Roll on next year.
Hey guys, it's Tara or Hoax here. As you guys know, that 2022 is the year that I focused on the TCG that I came to love, that is Weiss Schwarz. I was surprised that the community is very nice and very supporting. Hopefully, I could get tops next year. Till then, see ya!
2020 in Weiss Schwarz saw the return of in-person events. It showed the growth of the community and how this community that we have is as great as it is. We've seen over the last year the amount of events and the amount of turnout to these events that's greatly expected what we saw pre-pandemic. It's seeing more and more, and it makes me fortunate to look forward to the future of Weiss Schwarz as a community, especially here in the UK.
In 2022, we had 13 different products come out, whether original titles or successions to titles that already existed in English Weiss Schwarz, including English originals that were additions to sets that already existed. It'll be the first of that kind coming out. So it's been a very encouraging year, seeing that Bushiroad has definitely been listening to the community and paying attention to what's going on through some of their most recent actions, as well as looking out for players of all different varieties as well.
Hello YouTube, it's JD, and today we're going to be talking about what makes Weiss so good in 2022, and it was the community. Of course, everybody else has mentioned it, the community in Weiss is incredible. Every single person in the community adds their own niche to make a wonderful collection of people that are welcoming.
2020 was an awesome year for Weiss. I got to do my first card reveal with the Attack on Titan final season trial deck. I redesigned my entire website. I traveled to a bunch of regionals with my friends, which was incredible. And I also met some really amazing people there. And I hope I get to meet more of you next year.
So 2022 had a lot of ups and downs for me personally, but I think if I had to narrow it down to one individual memory, point after Swiss in Springfest in London, where a bunch of our immediate friend group made Top Cut, and there was big enough time between after Swiss and Top Cut that we all just went out, we all got some grub, we all sat on a patch of grass outside the venue, we were just chilling for an hour or so, and that was just honestly quite nice, I think.
Hi YouTube, it's Matt, also known as Melo Atamate. So the thing that I'm the most thankful for in Weiss this year has been down to the community. So for those that don't know, this has actually been my first year of judging Weiss Schwarz, and I've been really accepted into the community really nicely, and I've really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what comes up over the year 2023, alongside me carrying on judging.
Hey guys, Kevin or Scripted here. For my highlight of 2022, I choose Springfest, since it was an absolute blast playing with my friends again. Being able to team up and playing against another team of friends was just an amazing feeling. Also, it being the first IRL tournament again, yeah, it just felt weird, but it felt really good. And despite some misplays and some missed flights, yeah, we had a blast. So yeah, that's my highlight. I hope you guys had a great 2022, and I of course wish you all the best for 2023, and I hope to see you all soon. Ciao.
光さす世界に何時ら暗黒住まう場所なし乾かず勝えず無理帰れレムリアインパクター昇華
Hey, it's Yukikaze here. For end of 22, I'm thankful for the release of Key All-Star set. I'm thankful for the return of in-person events. I'm thankful for being able to return to playing after the hiatus. And last but not least, I'm thankful for having known Weiss Schwarz for more than 11 years of my life. Now if I could get better hockey sport cards in the 50s.
Playing Weiss Schwarz in 2022 has been amazing. Met some really good friends. I started watching Weiss and Show's channel for the first time. I played with a few really fun sets. I started off quite a large collection. I went over to France, which was amazing, to play in a tournament. And best of all, I started playing my Noelle deck because Noelle is in fact best girl.
Hello, 212 Dad here, and over the past few months I've been able to go to 6 local game shops a week. I did end up going to almost most of the shop challenges around the area. We're in SoCal, so there's quite a few shops around here. I did end up getting my bike card off of Girls Gone Wild. Going into Anaheim BCS, I ended up getting top 8. I'd like to thank everyone that I have met so far and going to meet.
Personally, I'm really impressed by the titles and power levels of the English original sets released in the past year or so. The goal was to give English Weiss its own identity, and I definitely think they succeeded this year. The earlier releases were somewhat lackluster, but they've increased the power levels of the recent ones, where now they actually could have an impact on the metagame. Here's hoping next year brings Mob Psycho to that level with a potential new set.
But yeah, those guys are awesome, and again, to everyone that took part, thank you so much. But that's kind of the video wrapped up now. Thank you so much for watching, and again, if you haven't already, subscribe, check out my other socials, all the links in the description below. And thank you for your support for 2022, and I hope you continue to support for 2023. I've got some fantastic plans for the channel, and yeah, I hope you can join me for the journey. You know, we've got the podcast, we're going to be continuing streaming, we're going to be continuing making videos. We've got some events lined up for next year already as well. And that's just the start of it. So I hope you can join us for the journey, for the ride. And yeah, I look forward to having you. And I hope you look after me too. But that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, subscribe, check out my other social medias, and I'll see you next year in the next one. Bye!